everyone? How's everybody doing? Where's my... Got two. Yeah. Will it work without messing up?
Muted.
Yeah. Okay. See if it works. What's everyone up to? There's two of you in here. Can you guys hear me? All the volume's okay, all that? Say something. Let me know what's going on. Alright. Tonight, I have some G5s on the hot plate, a set of 5 of them, and I'm gonna make color we call B-spin perch, and we're gonna see how it goes. Open pour 5-inch G5.
Is it called Saturday Night Live Pause?
Mm-hmm.
Does it show on screen?
All the volume's okay? You guys can hear us okay? Huh?
Does it say the screen?
No, two. Mm-hmm.
I'm in that scene.
That's weird. All right, David, thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get into this the best I can on a live. I know open pours kind of take a lot of time for me, so hopefully we get through it before anyone gets too bored. What are you guys up to tonight? Four people now.
Oh, I'm one of them.
Yeah. Maybe this takes a second.
I got one. He says, suspense, quality connected.
We'll see if the vacuum chamber's going on. It might be loud for a couple minutes. So what's everyone up to Saturday night? What's everyone doing on Saturday night? Not really. There's only 5. 4 actually. You're one. You're 4 actually, because you're the one. Like 4 of them in there tonight. Yeah, the dual injectors are awesome. You can do a whole lot more with them. Hand pouring, I love it. I love hand pouring. It's fun. Really zone out on a set. It's fun.
I'm gonna look the light on my tablet.
Okay. Of course, hand pouring takes a whole lot longer than injection pouring, so.
You want to make this one not feel bedroom light is open.
All right, we're ready to rock, I think. What I'm gonna do is capsule pour the way we do this. Oh, God, they're almost. Just one sec. All right. So, what I'm gonna do is capsule pour. I got the G5s laid out. They're in a warm but hot stage. Not hot, but warm. And I'm gonna capsule pour about halfway down the body and then dump it out. That's my goal. If I don't mess up. The trick is to have this at the right temperature. This has to be really hot so it flows nice. Here, I'll zoom in down here. You guys can see what I'm going to be doing. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. Pour it in the head, run it right down the body, and then dump it out. Just like that. About halfway. I gotta do that to all these up here. I got 5 molds, so I gotta do this 10 times. Pour it down, start in the head, pour it right down about halfway. Don't worry about the spray over. Starting to set up. Might have to warm it back up a little bit. Yeah, we got half of them there. Let me get that in the mic for another 15 seconds real quick. Core shots are fun, yeah. Core shots are a lot of fun. They're a little time consuming, but they can be fun. Put that in for another 15 seconds. And let's do the other side now. Give it a swirl, bring all them flake back up. Turn it down, pour it out. I kind of like it where it's not perfect and it kind of waves. Whoops. On the belly there. See how it's not a perfect line? I kind of like it like that. And the end result, that really makes a big difference in making it look more natural. Natural pattern. Plus, I'm going to manipulate it with a heat gun. I'll show you that part later. We gotta do a little orange spot on there. So we will we're heating up some orange right now. Oh, baby. Now you can see, whoop, we just did, the belly's open right now. And now we're gonna put, where am I? Orange right here, just in the head, and the throat part right here. Just a little bit, and then dump it out, just like we did that. And then we'll take our heat gun and blend everything together. So, Walter, what kind of core shots you been doing? While we're waiting on the orange to warm up. Hey, let me see, how do I do that? There we go, oh, there we go. Lots of core shots. What kind of core shot molds you've been working with? Core shots are a lot of fun. Speedworms, cool. Cool. Yeah, we got a couple. We got the stick worms, the AR assault worms. We got both of those on core shot.
Somebody asked you what's in the pigments codes for alphapigments.
Oh, Lyle, let me get that for you right now, buddy. I got it right there. There you go. It's a little ticker. It'll come by for a minute if you don't see it.
Presto can do LureWorks 10.
That's our code. Save you 10% off at alphapigments. They got a whole bunch of new awesome stuff that Tommy come out with too. And 8-bit baits, they got some awesome stuff. We might be having something awesome coming from them soon. Stay tuned for that. Oddball colors, yeah. That's the best thing about making baits, buddy. You can make them any way you want them. Waiting on this orange to warm up real quick so we can do that throat part. And then I'm going to get my heat gun and we're going to blast everything together. And then the next step is putting the bars on, the vertical bars with SB coat. And then we'll pour the belly, pour the top, and be done. My pleasure, Lyle. They got some awesome colors. He just come out with a whole line of a bunch of new ones too. We don't even have yet. We're gonna have to get a hold of them. See if we can get some of the new stuff. I love colors, man. We have so many different colors here. Lots of different ways to do things. Almost ready. Give that about 30 and we'll throw that in the old hot plate or the vacuum chamber. Let me get that banner out of there for a minute. Will I do that? There you go. Cool. This pattern's awesome. One of our favorites to pour and use. Just a little time consuming. Only one? Oh man. Definitely an angling AI. And I would, good question. That's tough, man. The G series is amazing, but the original swim bait open pores hanging are always my favorite. That's what I learned on. So I think if you're new at it and just learning, the original series would probably be more like forgiving when you're learning, because the G series it's just tighter. Everything's a lot tighter and everything. But not saying you can't do it either, because I mean they're amazing molds, and the G series, the pattern on it is so amazing. The cut on it, it's like a diamond pattern. So when you pour your colors, it kind of like cascades your colors, like blends it for you too. So assist with it. It's a really awesome mold. Alright. Now our goal is to just put a little bit of orange right there in the throat. So we're gonna dump it from the bottom this time. Instead of going across the head, pour it into the bottom here. Hope you can see. Pour it in and then let it run up and then down. Like that. Ugh. Like that. So now we gotta go through and do all these real quick. Let me see another one. See if you guys can get in here. Okay, pour from the bottom this time. I start just a bit and then let it flow up, flow back, and then down. Makes a nice natural orange. We'll pinch all that off, and when we're done, up, back, down. Kind of getting a little rhythm, you know. Halfway through. I'm going to reheat this just a couple seconds real quick. Starting to gum up a little bit. Thanks, buddy. Just a lot of practice is all it is. Practice, practice, practice. I'm up here on a daily basis doing this. Alright, for back. Kind of trying to rush through it too, so the video doesn't, our live stream doesn't take too damn long. Alright, so there's that step. Alright. Okay, let me get that out of my way. Okay, look. So, that's what we got down here. Now we're going to get the heat gun, because if you can see like where it like started, the plastics are going down and it kind of has that puddle right there, that line. If you leave it, you're going to see that when you're done too. So we're going to get a heat gun and we're gonna run a heat gun across it, and it'll smooth all this out. It'll just level everything out smooth. So we're gonna do that real quick. So it might be, I'm gonna move this up and out of the way a little bit, but it might get loud. There, can you see that better? Might be, I can't, I gotta have light. Sorry guys. It might be a little loud for a minute, but it's a necessity. It's a step that has to be done. And while you're doing this, where the orange meets the capsule, well, make sure that blends together so you don't see that line either. Takes a second for my heat gun to warm up. After it warms up, though, it goes quick. And by doing this, makes it peel our next step a lot easier too. There we go. Now it's warming up. All right. The old Chris Jones laundry noise. You know that bothers him way more than it bothers us. You don't really hear it on his videos that much. I don't notice it till he says something. Try the other half now. Invite some people to the live, guys, while we're doing this. Share this with some people. We only got a dozen of us in here. Alrighty. So, bring that right back down. Now remember the line I showed you? See? Nice and smoothed over now. Now we're going to peel all the overspray. We're just going to pinch it all off. On both sides. Here, you know what? We're just pinching it off. Cleaning them all up. And then we're going to lay them back out. So we can get the stripes done on them. Pinch it off. These take a little bit of time. I've done so many of them that I get a little quicker each time. You guys didn't see that, but it bubbled up right there. So if I don't fix it now, it will affect the outcome. So here's a quick fix, a little lighter. Woo. And just warm it up right there. Melt it right down again. That should work. What's your brother doing, Zane?
He's playing with nuggets up downstairs.
Talk to me, guys. What's going on? Anybody pouring baits tonight? Anybody got bait questions? Anything going on? We're almost there, and then it'll get a little more exciting. This part's kind of time consuming, pinching it off. Oh no, we're losing guys now. We only had a dozen.
How much do we have now?
11. Come on, guys. Invite some friends over. This is the last one. And then we'll get to the art part. All right. Now we're going to use, I asked this a lot, it's SB coat from LureWorks. That's all we use for the bars and stuff. Well, pretty much just for the bars. But hope you can see the best I got there. We're going to shake this up for a second. And you see when I laid them out, I laid them parallel to each other. And then we're going to go straight across. And that's how you keep both sides parallel when you're finished, you know, your stripes will be parallel with each other. So shaking the heck out of this. Make sure you shake that stuff really good. And now since we shook it good, all we need is what's on the cap. We got our brush. You can get these off Amazon. It's just what you use to like clean your razors and stuff like that with. I like this because it's got a fat side and then a sharp side. We're going to use the fat side on these. Dip it in and then wipe off the excess. Always make sure you wipe off the excess. And then it'll be a more natural pattern. We're going to start with one, just go straight all the way across all of them. Just like that. Just like that. Do the other side. That's it. Now, just figure out a nice even space. I usually, for this, I'm going to go to the edge of that fan and do it all again. You just want them all kind of similar. And then repeat. Just kind of make them pretty even. Distance from each other. I usually go for about 5 on this size. So where this looks like 4 bars. And one more right at the tail here. Alright. Now for an added effect, we're going to flip it around in the sharp side. I'm just going to dip it in, wipe off the excess, and just do this little X by the eye. Just that easy, just real quick. That just adds a little extra effect that I think these need, and they look a little extra something on there. I don't know. I like it. It just adds a little. See, I go right from the center of the eye, like there, and like a, just kind of like a V shape almost. All right. Now we're gonna fill our bottom color. Whoops. In the microwave while we close these all up. Now what I'm showing you, see the eye thing, it's just kind of a little V. And then when you put the eye in, it just adds a little extra something to it, you know. But we're gonna close all these up real quick. And then we'll pour the belly. That one's got a little extra there. That too. Okay. Clamp them up. Oh, those Mojos are awesome worms. Wow. And thank you. I hope it turns out good. All right. So those are on, and I'm turning the heat up about 220 degrees. And the belly color is in the mic. Sounds like it went off. There's some of that. Alrighty. Can you see that? Where are we at? Alright, cool. I think we're on good frame. Now all we gotta do is get this belly and I pour it right above the hook slot, and then the capsule pour that we used, I'm going to reheat that and top it off with that. And that's it. Let it cool. We just got to get the belly up to pour, or up to temp. Yeah, those mojos take a little bit to cool off a little. Nice worm molds though. Then this is the capsule we used. So we're gonna cut it all up so it reheats a lot even more even if it's cut up. And that's what we're gonna pour on top. Still at 12, huh? Oh yeah. Almost there. Put it in the vacuum chamber. Sometimes, and this time I'm gonna, sometimes I'll heat it up to temp, put it in the vacuum chamber, stir it up, and then heat it for another 30 seconds, and then revac it again before I pour it, just to make sure it's crystal clear, it's up to temp, everything's awesome. You know? Never have a problem with a bubble in my baits. It's worked for me for a few years, so that's what we stick with. As soon as we get this in there, we might be able to pour something else if you guys want, because this is going to take about an hour for it to cool down. So it's going to take a little bit of time before I can show you guys how we did. But I'll definitely be posting it everywhere like I always do. Scrape the sides. I always pull that right out, the sides, because a lot of bubbles collect on that. Because when it sucks out, it's all going to go right up the sides of the cup, you know. So, hit that for another 30 seconds. And then one more in the vacuum chamber, and we'll be ready to pour that belly. Make sure you guys stop by the new website of ours, 513 LureWorks. It's a new platform, so if you guys are going to the like if you guys bookmarked it or anything like that, from before that for our Etsy shop, it's not that no more. So you gotta like update your bookmarks or whatever, because now we got a different host or whatever they call them. I don't know all that technical crap, but it's different now. But make sure you guys go check it out. All the links will be in the descriptions. Probably not this one yet because I'm doing it. We're doing it right now, but it'll be in all the other videos we do. All right. So, while that's in there, that'll be ready for a belly pour. So we get the capsule that we did before. We're gonna start warming that up. And then when that's vacuum chamber or belly is done in the vacuum chamber, we will I'll spin that around so you can watch me pour the bellies in. Let's see which one finishes first, the mic or the vacuum chamber. Looks like the mic. What's that say? A new member? Oh, thanks, Lyle. New member. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. See that? It says a new member. She's a member now. That's awesome. I didn't even see it. I just noticed that it was different color. I'm still learning the technical stuff.
What does member
Look at page number. Page monthly membership. Yeah. Like a subscriber number, yeah. All right. All right. Close and personal right there. All right. So now I just bumped the temperature on the plate up to about 240 and give this a swirl so it brings all the flake up. And I'm going to pour it just to the top of the hook slots. And in that little anal fin that's in the G5, just to that. This plastic is probably about 320. Right around there. Alrighty. There's that. Spin that around in a quick second. Gotta give our top layer a spin or a stir real quick. Alright. Now I'm just that capsule that we had first. I'm just warming that up. And we're just gonna top them off with that. So just waiting on that. Always waiting on a microwave or a hot plate. Or kids. Getting that in the vacuum chamber now. Almost. We're getting there. Think if you guys want to see something after this, if you guys want to see me pour something else or want me to show you something or whatever, because after we pour this top, we ain't gonna have nothing to do till they cool down for about an hour. So, anything you guys want to check out? Did everybody see the Falcon Cross smorgasbord we did the other day? Unusual? Everything I do is unusual, son. I come up with stuff out of the top of my head and think of it. What do you mean by unusual? Like something we add to it? Or like an unusual mold or unusual color? Or we can add some additives. Like, have you guys ever added coffee to your plastisol? That's really cool. Adds a really awesome color, and it smells amazing. Your room will smell like a barista, and it actually lasts a long time. All right, we're gonna bring this back down so we can top these off. See the best view we can get. Now, the way these molds are designed for the G5s, the heads actually go underneath. So to keep from getting an air bubble that could get lost in there, I'm going to pour it in the tail and then stop about halfway and let it flow into the head. And that'll help like push the air out of it, you know? So that way you don't trap an air bubble in the head. That has been known to happen sometimes. I'll show you what I mean when I do it, but all right, now that this is the capsule color we did at first, we're just going to top it off. Give it a good swirl so all the flake will come to the top. All right. And just fill her up nice and slow. Whoops. All right, see, I stop about right there and let it flow and fill the head by itself. Let's see if I can pour this one a little better. Jeez. Slow down. Here we go. Nice and slow. See, I stop it way back there, about middle of the body, and let it fill the head that way. And instead of going all the way to the front. You can do that with the original ones, but with the way this mold, the G series, is designed, the head of the mold is actually underneath the part of the where the opening ends there. So you gotta stop it back there so it can have room to get that air out of it. If that makes any sense at all. This plastic is really cool too. It's only about 300 degrees. It's coming out. You see how thick it's coming out? And with the heavy flake that we use, that coffee flake from Dead On, that will help suspend it. Pouring it cooler in a hot mold. If you got a hot mold and hot plastic, chances are your flake will just fall to the bottom. You see how slow it's coming out? Like a molasses. It's real cool. But the heat of the molds will do all the tricks, all the work for us. All right, now kill the power. And let me get my stools right. Not bad, not bad. Whoops. Couple drops here. Get those out of there. Cool. All right. So where are we at with comments? Let's see. The BRX. I won't be able to do the BRX because those G5s are taking off the hot plate now. I'd have to do an injection something or other. I've not done coffee's really cool. Coffee's pretty cool. It's a nice, real beautiful natural green pumpkin look to it too. I like to put a little bit of silver flake in it in the coffee, and then it's like coffee with crystals. That's kind of fun to do. It bubbles like crazy, but we got a vacuum chamber. It smells incredible. It's amazing. It really does smell like a barista when you use that stuff. We could do something like that in a stickworm or something. I haven't done no coffee sticks in a while. I'll be right back. If you guys wanted to see that, you guys let me know. Here, look. There we go. What do you think? You guys want me to go grab some little bit of coffee and do a little coffee sticks, coffee stick worms? The BRX worm would be awesome, but now the hot plate's used up. Coffee? Let's try it out, man. All right, I guess give me like maybe 2 minutes. I gotta run all the way to the basement. Not the basement. Downstairs. Anyway, talk to them. Just say hi, Penny.
Hi.
Oh shoot, I forgot something. Oh, just a minute. Just make sure you don't touch anything, okay? It's stuff is hot. And don't touch that hot plate. Okay?
Okay.
Just wave and stuff like that.
You'll be right back. It's been good. The school have been good. My dad and my brother's coming back. Back.
Alright. Are you being good?
Mhm.
I'll ask them, guys. Alright, guys, we got Java. Let me grab a cup.
Somebody asked me how school's doing, and I said good.
Yeah, that's nice. Who was his name? Do you remember which one I asked you?
Aylwin.
Yeah?
I don't know if I said it, but it's Aaron.
Yep, that sounds like Aaron. I'm just filling up some plastisol, guys. Filling my cup. Okay. Back to it. Let me grab this worm mold.
some kitchen snack?
Sure. We'll just do them in the AI stickworm mode. This is fun. I haven't done a coffee one in a long time. So I got 8 ounces of plasticine. I gotta take my duals apart real quick. It's amazing people buy like single duals and then singles and then duals too. It's like that's a waste of money. Spend that extra money on molds. Take them apart. Only takes a second. And I'm gonna put these tips because it's cold up here. I'm gonna put the tips here. Coffee time. Never seen coffee? Coffee's fun, man. And it smells amazing. We got some coffee sticks on the shelf over there that we did like last year. And I opened them the other day to show somebody. And it's still, as soon as you open the bag, it still smells like you're opening a bag of Folgers. And that was about a year ago. Alright, so I'm putting a cup of dead plastic in the mic. And here we go. I got our coffee right here. There's my spoon. Did you Nope, it's just regular right out of the can, man. I just ran down and you can here. That's got a little bit. I mean, I'll show you exactly what we're doing. See, it's kind of coarse still. Give that camera a second, it'll focus. You can see it's pretty coarse still. We're just gonna toss it in. Now I'm telling you, it will bubble like crazy when you do this. But we got a vacuum chamber, so we'll be good. If you don't have a vacuum chamber, just be prepared, it's gonna bubble like crazy. Let me pull that color off from the last pour. This ain't nowhere near close enough. You can see it still looks like milk. But if you heat this all up slowly, you always have better effects. A little bit at a time. This is cool. I haven't done no coffee sticks in a long time. It's amazing the smell. It just sticks with it. Oh, let's throw a little bit of. We're gonna do just the coffee, and then you guys check out the color and all that stuff, and then we'll see about adding some silver flake to it. Like I said, when I do it, I put the silver flake in because people think coffee and it's like the Folgers crystals, you know, the whole metaphor there. So we might throw that in after we get the color and all that. Love me some coffee. It smells delicious. I wish you guys this had like smell-o-vision or something, because this whole room is gonna smell like a coffee shop. It's amazing if you guys try this, and it makes a really awesome green pumpkin, like a dark green pumpkin. If you guys ever hear of green coffee, they got that now. And if you use that, that makes more like a watermelon pumpkin color. That's fun to use too. We're getting jelly, so it's getting close. Get one? All right. And we're going to put quite a lot in there to get the right effect. We got 1 tablespoon. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon in 8 ounces of craw 2 blend. Yeah, that's where I learned it too. Learned a lot from that guy. But yeah, it smells amazing. You know, I don't know. I've never really thought about that. I imagine it's an additive, but it also dissolves. You know, salt doesn't really dissolve like that. Well, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. It's a real good question. All right, here we go. So, 8 ounces, up the temp. This is 1 tablespoon. We're gonna make it an even, shake that, make it an even tablespoon. All right. Let's see how bad it bubbles. It does take forever to stir this into. You really gotta mix it. We might even put more in.
What color one?
No, I'm using coffee. Yeah, you can see. Look at how light. Oh, there. Look at how light of a color it is. Ah, it smells great though. Yep, I've done Kool-Aid too. That's still really, really light. You can see. I like that it doesn't quite dissolve completely too, because then it adds like a natural flake to it. But you see how light it is still? So we're gonna go one more tablespoon. So that's 2 tablespoons now. It will darken up a little too as it slowly dissolves. But yeah, it's kind of cool that it doesn't completely dissolve because it adds like a natural flake to it. We're starting to thicken up a little bit. I think we need to warm it back up another. Oh, it smells awesome. Doesn't that smell good, Zane? Well, you don't like the smell of coffee, huh? Yeah, look. Here, let it focus. Come on, camera. See, it adds like a natural flake in there. There. See that? But see how light it is? So that was before we put the extra tablespoon in. So that just was 1 tablespoon. Now we have 2 in there, so it's going to be a different hue now, obviously. but that flake is still, or that grounds are still not quite dissolved, so it still has that flake look to it. Oh, can't see again. There we go.
Dad, in Roblox,
You guys don't need to see my face anyways, huh?
Roblox, I bought my old account.
Yeah. It was bubbling up a lot. See that? Can you see that? Here, look, this was the first one with 1 tablespoon. And then this is 2 tablespoons. This is what we're going to stick with. I'm going to vacuum chamber that off, and I'm going to shoot it like this. What do you guys think? Do you think we should put silver flake in there, or just leave that black like that? So it's just 100% coffee, nothing else. Let me know. What do you think we should do? Just 100% coffee? Or do you think we should add that silver flake to it? We're going to get this in the vacuum chamber, though. Vacuum chamber is worth it for sure. Absolutely. It's kind of sucks having to pay, 180 bucks, but it's definitely a game changer. We got wormhole. I don't know a lot. I don't know exactly. We need more. Travis keeps coming out with more of them. He just released another couple new ones. And then his brick red's coming out soon. I'm looking forward to Dead on Plastics brick. See that? Put in the flake, add the flake, add the flake. All right, we got 3 in a row. We'll throw a little silver in there.
Oh no, because I said that silver flake.
Oh, I wish I should have had the camera over my vacuum chamber, because I told you it bubbles like crazy. It actually overflowed the cup, and there's a little bit inside the vacuum chamber right now. Not a big deal though, you just pull it off and throw it away, but it did bubble up enough to overflow. We might actually have to vacuum this one twice. Oh yeah. Should have been watching it. Look at all over the outside of that. That sucks. Oh well. It'll still work. Alright, so let's zoom in here. Look what happened. Oh, whoop, where am I? There. See, it overflowed quite well. All around the outside. But it's not a big deal. It cooled down quite a bit. We're gonna get that up to temp. Well, you guys want flake. Let's get some flake in it real quick. Silver flake. Alright, this is 0.025 silver flake. Get just a little bit. Alright. Alright, it's flaked up now. Oh yeah. Kind of hard to see. Just a minute. Let me get it up to temp and then I'll show you. Yeah, it's a problem when you add foreign stuff like that. It will always bubble up. Chances are that it's always going to bubble up. That's what was in the bottom. Yeah, That's gone. I think one more 30 seconds. It's still kind of gummy. I'm gonna hit 30 more seconds, maybe even 20. Then we'll be ready. We're gonna blast it off one more time in the vacuum chamber, and then we'll shoot it. These are stickworms, so it won't take long for them to cool down either. I don't think it needs the whole 30-second bump. Yeah, that feels good. Alright, so let me show you real quick. That's what it's looking like right now. And then if you want to see gonna be cool. Alright, we're gonna get that in the back one more time. This time I'm bringing you over with me. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It should have overflow now, bubble over, because we already did that. Yeah, it's not doing nothing. It'll be okay now. Alright, so we're gonna set up our mold. The Angling AI 5-inch core shot stick mold, without the rods in it, of course. Okay. How far we got? An hour and 12 on here. Not bad. 14 people. Let's invite some more people to this. We only got 14 of us in here. Almost. Yeah, any of that stuff really bubbles. Why is this camera doing this? Okay. What? Alright. Yeah, any foreign stuff like that will always bubble up your stuff like crazy. Alright. Alright. You guys see that alright, can't you? Here, oh, it smells so good. There we go. Yeah, coffee is awesome. When I first made it, people thought I was crazy there. That don't make no sense. I remember even in the group, that was when I was early, just learning, new at this. It was like 5 years ago now. But I had people telling me, that'll never work and I'm an idiot and all kinds of stuff like that. But now I put it in there and people are like, that's awesome. Amazing what a 5-year difference can make up people's attitude, I guess. Alrighty, it's in there. Oh, I peeled the sleeve off. We'll let this cool and then I'll show you what the puck looks like. It's amazing how long that smell stays in there too. Oh, makes you want to take a sip of it. There, check this out. Let me get my glove off. Look at that color. Just coffee, and then a little touch of silver flake. Pretty awesome. Here, let me get the pot or the plug. That's gonna be darker, obviously. It's the plug. All right. Just a couple seconds longer. Let me. That darn overflow really wasted a lot. Woo-wee. Made a mess of those new Dead On cups. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be enough to do another batch. We'll check it out. Heck yeah. Try it. It's fun. So what I did, you saw that was 8 ounces. Remember, it's going to blow over, bubble over. So my suggestion would be like put 1 ounce of plastic in a 2-ounce cup. And that way you got a headroom for it to bubble. But 8 ounces of plastic, and I used 2 tablespoons of just regular coffee. I didn't do nothing to the coffee. I just put it in there. Here. Let's check it out. Ready? What do you think of these coffee sticks? Look at that, huh? Watch this, watch this. You ain't seen the good yet. Look at them. There we go. That's just coffee. And you can see by that, they're still really transparent. It's hard to see the transparency. Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, check this out. How do I do it? I'm messing up my camera here. Okay. There. Look at that, huh? But then, woo, that ugly mug right in your face, huh? Alright, okay. And then that's in the shadow light. Just coffee. And, they smell awesome. Smells so good, too.
It smells awesome.
Probably don't recommend doing that because it is plastisol. I guess it's toxic or whatever, but they're so good. Look at those again. Yeah, good idea with the flake too. That really red flake in there. That'd be cool. This is some Folgers crystals here.
Oh,
Yeah. Look at this. In front of the light. They're still that clear. But that light, like that. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Cool, guys. That was fun. Haven't done coffee sticks in a long time. I wish I would have, like I suggested, it's gonna bubble like crazy, so make sure you put like 1 ounce of, or 1 cup of plastic in a 2 ounce cup, or 1 cup of plastic and a 2 cup cup. That way you got a headroom for it to bubble. Because that's it, half of our cup's gone already. I don't think that's enough to do another shot of that mold anyway. Let me think. Let me think. Let's do it in the stingers. Then we'll shoot one more in the stingers because the stingers don't take as much plastic. So let me get all this plastic off of here. We'll warm this up and do one more in the stingers and see what it looks like in that. The stinger will be a good one because it's got different thickness of appendages and stuff, so you'll see different light variances of it, you know. Oh my goodness, it's all over the cup. Yeah. Hopefully we can get it. Did we already? Yeah, we pulled that up. Yeah. Yeah, I've done some colorants with it too. Do a coffee motor oil with changeable motor oil. That's really cool effect. And then smells incredible too. The original motor oil is the key. They don't make that anymore. We got, this one's the original formula motor oil. And then we got the regular, the new one. But that original, that's like gold. They don't even make that anymore. That's exact hue. We might have to add a little bit of plastics out of this, guys.
Make it a little milky.
Yeah, we might have to. Oh, I need the mold. That'll come in handy. Let's get a chop of that. Yeah, if I have to, I might top it off. Not top it off, but put a little bit more raw plastisol in there. I don't think I have a clear. I don't think I have a clear puck. So I might have to put some raw plastisol just so we got enough to make sure we fill that mold. But it's cool, it'll work out. We're just playing around anyway. But yeah, for that original color, I think 2 tablespoons per cup is the key. You still got the transparency. Man, I hope we can get through. I don't want to add it because I want the same shade and everything. You know, if I add more, it's going to dilute that. So I kind of want to hope that we can just do it without it adding any more. Waiting on a microwave. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll be cool. We're gonna vacuum it. And hopefully the stinger doesn't take a whole lot of plastic, so I'm hoping that we can get it. I really don't want to add raw plastic. I mean, I do that all the time. Travis says you're not supposed to do that, but I add it, you know, if I need to, but it will dilute your colors. So I don't want to do it now because I want the same shade as, 2 tablespoons of coffee and 8 ounces. I don't want to change the hue of it any. Just the shape of the mold will create a different pattern. If you guys, any of the new guys, if you got different thicknesses, it's gonna show the color differently in the different thicknesses of the appendages of the mold. So the stinger is gonna show a little bit different than the way the stickworm would, for instance, because it's got thinner areas. Almost. Alrighty. And another great angling AI mold, the 4-inch stinger. Let's see if we got enough. Oh yeah, we'll be good. The stinger I always like to hold a little bit longer to make sure all the appendages fill. It's got a lot of little cut off appendages breaking off of it. Oh yeah, plenty. And this time I'll show you. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So you can see right through it there. Awesome. Yeah, that poured good. Awesome. This will definitely show a lot different color than the way the worms do, for instance. Like I said, the different thickness of the baits and the cavities are definitely going to show it differently. Give that a second. I'm going to put these ones away real quick. Checking on them G5s. We might be able to crack them up, and they're still pretty hot. For the 4-inch stinger, I like to use a craw tube blend actually, because the appendages that move are so thin there that they're going to keep the action. And then having craw tube is a thicker durometer, a heavier durometer, so it'll have more durability. With the stingers, because you can separate the tails different ways, So with the craw tube blend, it adds a little bit more durability, so when you do split the tails, they don't just pull off. Look at that. They don't just pull off, It actually makes them a little bit stronger. But since it's so thin right there, you're still going to get plenty of the action. You won't lose none of the action. But it makes them a little bit more durable, in my opinion. All right. You guys ready for this? Let's check out the stingers. I love the stinger mold. It's awesome. Creature bait. Get off. Let go. Ugh. Let me line it back in there real quick. They just never come off when you want them to. Alright. So, look at that. Yeah, buddy. And you notice what I mean? See how you can see right through that. And then the body is super thick because of the different thicknesses of the appendages. Here we go. Look at those. Let me get. There we go. So you can see right through that part. Look at that. What do you think? We're trying to get a good view for you guys. There we go. Look at that. What do you think of that, huh? Cool. What do you think, guys? Well, what'd you think of the coffee stingers? Where'd the worms go? Oh. Alright, let me set these out real quick. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Tom. I'm laying these out, what we just did, so you can see the. Yeah, that mold's awesome. Do you have it, Dirt Dog? Do you have that mold? Because let me show you. This is how the mold comes, right? So right here, you got a regular old beaver tail. Okay? And then, let me grab one. There. Okay, so you got the regular old beaver tail. And then you can split this. Now you got two. Now, you want more action? Split it again. Now look at that. Now you got 4 different appendages coming out of there. And they all do some flittery stuff. So you can have that one mold have all those different presentations. It's awesome. It's really cool. Okay, look at this. This is the sticks. And you see how dark the sticks are? And then these, how you can see right through them. That's because the thinner appendages here. The thinner cavity. But look at that. Just coffee. Absolutely, it's a fun mold. It really is. So what do you think of those guys? Coffee sticks and stingers. Make some yourself. They're awesome. And it smells amazing in here. Smells like a coffee shop up here. All right. Let me take care of this real quick. This mold. And I'm grabbing a cold mold. And we're going to do something that I don't recommend. I don't recommend doing this, but I want you guys to see the reveal. So we're putting that mold, or the G5s that we did, on this cold mold. and then putting them back onto the hot plate. See, they're stacked up like that. Now that will draw the heat from the G5, so hopefully we can open it up and you guys can check it out before we gotta get going. You can see how the molds or the G5 series turned out. That one is our B-Spin pitch, made with B-Spin pigments from, or B-Spin, okay, let me start up. Made from 8-bit baits. Here's that. Awesome, check them out. 8-bit baits. And this one's called B-Spin. Come on. Focus. Okay, take my word for it. It's called B-Spin. And that's what we use, along with a base color and some other fun things that I don't reveal. But that's how we make our the B-Spin perch that's on our website. Make sure you guys check out that website too. Let me find it here, right there. Oops. Hey, where'd everything go? What happened? Oh. Okay. Hey, thanks, Stu. Glad you're here. I'm putting the dual injector back together real quick. And hopefully we can open the G5s here in a minute. I'm going to take care of our dual real quick. Oh yeah, it's going to be cool. This pattern gets so much attention. So many people dig it. And it's a killer perch pattern. With that B-Spin that we put in there from 8-bit baits, it just adds, when you, we can't really show you now because we're inside and the lighting sucks, you know, but you get it outside and the light hits it just right. I mean, it looks like a real fish scale on the, like the whole skin of fish, really, on the side of it. It's really makes a great effect. Check him out, 8-bit baits, bait chucking. That's their channel. I'm pretty sure they got an 8-bit baits YouTube channel too. Everything should be linked in our videos too. Oh yeah, these are good. We're gonna open them up and see how we did. Just a minute. I'll adjust it for you. All right. They're still pretty warm, but good enough. Ready? Anybody know how to do Chris's drum roll? Put that back in there. There we go. There's one. What do you think, guys? Thank you, David. All the time I look at it. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Tom. Let me get all these open. Sorry, my arm's in the way for a second. I'm sorry. And there we go. There those are. Let me get one of these out so you can see what they look like. Those will be easier down here. Dang, I can't get that glare out of there. And see the bars now? If you look from both sides, the bars will be parallel now. They all line up. Thanks, Lyle. I appreciate that.
What did you say? Looking good. You
Definitely not a master, but I learn with every pour I do, though. I'm gonna throw an eye in one of them. Oh, yeah. Damn camera. I'm gonna throw an eye in one of them real quick. Just so you can see the, full effect. I'm just gonna do one real quick. But we gotta see the full effect. Make sure the eyes point in the right direction. Drives me nuts so many people do that. They spend all that time on a pour and then their eyes are going all directions. We'll get the other side in real quick. I'm gonna put a cap on my glue real quick. Alright. There we go, the full effect. Yeah, let me switch hands. What do you think of there? Did we do some perchy? Looking kind of perchy to me. And you notice how by using that heat gun, everything blended nicely. You can't like tell where one color stops, another one starts. It all flows from one to, it's a gradient change of color instead of one to the other. And also by doing the capsule first and then doing the top pour of the same color, it adds a natural vein in there. You can kind of see it. It adds that natural vein because it's actually layering two colors. It's got an extra layer on top of that color. So it kind of makes like a added vein for you. And then the cooler, see, it suspended the flake. You can see that coffee flake in there. Suspended it nicely all the way up to the top. That's from having a cooler. Remember when we poured it was like molasses. It came out thick. And that's how you keep all your flakes suspended in your baits. So, how'd we do? Here we go. What do you think? Looking kind of perchy? I'm gonna wait to do the other eyes till those cool down a little bit more. They are really warm still. I don't want to damage anything. I usually let them cool all. Focus. I usually let them cool all the way down before I do my eyes. So I'm just gonna let them cool the rest of the way. But we're gonna have to get going. What does that mean? Let me see. I just seen something, guys. Just start. Oh. Thank you very much, Lyle. We appreciate that a lot. You have no idea. That means a lot to us. Thank you so much.
Does that say started?
No, starred. Cool. Well, we had. Thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate that, Dirt Dog. Dirt Dog Jim. See that?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to cut it short, but it's getting close to 9 o'clock, and we got to get PJs on some kids and stuff like that. So great, Walter. I'm glad you learned a lot, man. We'll do more lives, as we can. It's just I'm a single parent, and so the lives are real hard for me sometimes. But we got a lot coming up in the show. We have what do we got going on? We might have some new molds coming, and careful those eyes. And we might have we got a whole set of something special coming up, and can't wait to show you guys some of that. That should be coming soon. And any of you guys want still up for bait maker trade? We always do that.
Just contact us and say, want to do a bait maker trade?
You heard him. Just contact us. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate all of you hanging out with us. And make sure you check out our website. Right there. Update your bookmarks. Go to that. Check it out. It's really cool. So, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. And till next time, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us.
See you boys at dogs.